The building is quiet in a way most places are not. It's early morning, not yet dawn, the kind of hour where time feels suspended. Inside a hospital wing few people ever visit. Someone is already at work. This shift belongs to a mortuary attendant. The hallway lights are dim, casting long shadows that stretch and retreat with each soft footstep. The echo against the clean floors is the only sound breaking the silence. The air feels cooler here, steady and still. The work begins without ceremony. There's a routine, a rhythm that has been learned over many shifts. Doors are checked, their latches tested with a quiet click. Surfaces are wiped down, a methodical cleaning that leaves everything pristine. Records are reviewed with meticulous attention to detail. Every movement is slow, deliberate, and purposeful. Nothing here is rushed. This is not a place for haste or noise. It's a space that demands a different kind of presence. The attendant has learned the rhythm of this place. When to move, when to wait, and when to simply pause and be still. Most people avoid thinking about places like this. They imagine it as heavy, overwhelming, a place of finality and sorrow. And while there is a certain weight to the air, there is also routine, a sense of order that exists even here. Sheets are adjusted with care, each fold crisp and exact. Equipment is cleaned and returned to its proper place, ready for when it will be needed next. Rooms are prepared quietly, a silent act of service. The work is physical. It involves lifting and standing for long periods. There's a cold that settles deep into the hands, a persistent chill that lingers long after the gloves come off. But the greater weight is invisible. This job requires a profound steadiness, a mental and emotional fortitude that isn't taught in any school. It requires presence, being fully in the moment, attending to the task at hand without distraction. And above all, it requires a deep, unwavering respect. Respect for the space, for the work, and for the individuals who have passed through these doors. There are no conversations here. No phones ringing with the chatter of the outside world. Only the low, constant hum of refrigeration units and the distant, muffled sounds of the hospital moving through the walls. It's a different world in here. Time behaves differently. Minutes stretch out, feeling longer than they are. Hours can feel like an eternity, marked only by the completion of tasks. During the quiet moments, thoughts arrive, unbidden. Thoughts about family waiting at home, about meals that will be eaten later than planned, about a world outside these doors that feels impossibly far away. Working here changes your perspective on things. The small worries that once seemed so urgent begin to lose their power. The everyday frustrations that can consume so much energy feel less important. Life itself feels fragile in a way that is difficult to put into words. It's a clarity that comes from being so close to the end of it. Still, the work continues. Not because it's easy, not because it was a job chosen lightly, but because someone has to be here. Someone has to perform these tasks with dignity and care. Every action matters. Every detail counts. This unseen work supports other people during their most vulnerable moments, even if they never know it's happening. It's a silent contribution to a process of grieving and farewell. By the time the rest of the hospital begins to stir and wake, the shift is nearly over. Everything is in its place. Clean, prepared, orderly. Soon, others will arrive. Doctors will make their rounds. Orderlies will push carts down the hallways. Families will come, seeking answers and comfort. They will walk through these spaces, never knowing who was here just moments before them. They rarely do. The work is designed to be invisible. The attendant gathers their personal things. The dim lights are switched off, one by one. Doors are secured for the last time on this shift. Outside, the sky is beginning to change. The first hints of morning light are touching the edges of the city, painting the horizon in shades of gray and pink. While others are just starting their day, with coffee and commutes, this one is ending. Sleep will come later, in the quiet hours of the afternoon, away from the crowds and the noise. Tomorrow, the work will return. Another shift, another quiet morning, another round of silent, methodical tasks. This is a job that is rarely seen, often overlooked, and sometimes dismissed or misunderstood. People don't like to think about it. But without work like this, so many other things would grind to a halt. Hospitals would pause. Cities would slow. Life, in its orderly progression, would stand still. It's a reminder of the vast, interconnected network of people who keep our world running. The ones who work when we are sleeping, who clean what we leave behind, who stand guard in the quiet hours. So the next time you pass someone doing work like this, a cleaner in an empty office building, a security guard on a late-night watch, an attendant in a silent hospital wing, take a moment. Remember, the world keeps going because they do. Their unseen efforts are the foundation upon which our own busy lives are built. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content that looks at the world from a different angle. Take care.